Billions of dollars in child support payments are going unpaid. Billions of dollars. That's the word from the U.S. Census Department. The courts award child support, of course, to millions of single parents each year. But according to this report, more than half of those parents did not get all the payments they'd earned in recent years. And about a quarter of them did not receive any money for the children's care at all. Officials say that in 2011 alone, back child support payments totaled more than $14 billion. That's just for 2011. Vikki Ziegler is here. She practices family law and is a professor at Fordham University Law School. $14 billion? Lock them up.
I mean, well, there are daddy sweeps, Shepard, and they unfortunately don't always work. They go down and knock down people's doors in the middle of the night, try to arrest them, put them in jail, and try to get money. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work because, number one, they're not employed. They're in a cash business where you can't garnish the wages. So these are the problems that we're facing. As family law attorneys, this is what we see day in and day out. People are saying, but I have a court order. Enforce it. And it's not so easy.
But I'm reading now, and I didn't know this. The wage garnishment, you can't do that if you're in a cash business. And so many people are now in this new weird economy. You can take people's driver's license away.
Oh, yes. Let me tell you what you can do. Your driving privileges can be revoked or suspended. Your passport, if you owe more than $5,000 in child support, you're not leaving the country. That's a problem for people.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there have to be ramifications. You can incarcerate people, civil penalties, criminal penalties. But unfortunately, you can't take blood from a stone. So if people aren't working and they're not committed to supporting their child, there's not so much you can do. And that's why this is such an epidemic.
You tell that to hungry kids. Or kids who are wearing clothes from 3 years ago that don't fit anymore. If you're the mom or the dad who's caring for children and you can't get your child support, and you're not rich, you can't go out and afford a high-priced lawyer, what are you supposed to do? What's the best course of action?
Right. I mean, the children are the victims, clearly. So you know what? Number one, go spend an hour with a lawyer in your state that understands the laws. See how you can go after these individuals who are not paying. There are all these different remedies. Go to your assemblyman, go to your congressman, start fighting. Say, listen, this is about our children and government. What about new programs for kids? If they can't even get shoes, can they go to college? They can't afford it. So maybe there should be more entities and government programs to ensure that these children are actually going to get a shot at life.
Document it and fight. It's not like you're fighting for alimony. No. You're fighting for those kids.
Right.
Whole different game.
They can't be waived. That's their right, not the parents' right. And you can never stop fighting. And you know what? Amazing. People win the lottery. People start working. And you know what? Sometimes you do find money, and I do for my clients, and you can never stop.
Well, you're talking about find money. I got a story on found money. If you found $220,000 in cash on the side of a road in a massive Ziploc bag, what would you do?
Go right to the police and return it.
She's better not. Nice to see you, Vikki.
You too.
I'd like to think I would do that.